What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Chess Giants, your boy Solo. Today's video, we're going to be playing some crap opening chess in Bullet, starting off with A4 and H4. One thing I like about this opening, particularly in Bullet, is that we always have H5 and A5 ideas available at any moment. We're going to play Bishop B2 here. Obviously, here Black trying to lock things up, but that's okay. We're just going to play Knight E2. And, okay, we're off to the races. Here we're trying to get a hippopotamus defense type setup at move 10, in which case, okay, we'll play E4. We'll play Knight C3, putting more pressure on D5. You want to lock things up, we'll just bring our knight back. We now have the knight c4 option available, putting some pressure on e5. Okay, bishop a3 can be played. Let's castle kingside. c5 is played now from black, in which case we got queen d2. Okay, a5. I don't really want to allow b5, right? So, okay, we got knight b6 now, though, attacking the rook. We can play a move like rook c1. c3 is an interesting option. Definitely aggressive. I'm not sure if it's sound yet, but we shall see. Time shall tell. We can take on c5 with the bishop now. So here we're just up a pawn. Rook c1 available. Okay, let's see what we got. So we're attacking the knight. Knight g4 is played. We'll play knight f4, attacking the bishop. It's going to go a lot of different ways here, honestly. We'll take the bishop off the board. And we can now continue with knight d5, attacking the queen. Knight f4, attacking the rook and the queen. I didn't even see that. Okay, so now we just take the rook off the board. And, okay, bishop h3. We're up material now. So, but guys, Bullet chess, you see a move like that, queen takes a5. You can never think that you won, and you can never think that you lost. So you got to keep your head in it. First game of the books, crab opening. Let's keep it rolling. Let's play a move now like a4, h4, b3, bishop e2. All of a sudden, we're playing Bullet, and black has a very hard position to work with. I played h5 and I captured back because, you know, this rook on g8 is very uncomfortable. Rook there is played. I can't play rook h8 check quite yet because the rook just goes back. Okay, queen a5 is played. Knight e2. Castling kingside c3. Interesting pawn chain here for sure. Let's play knight f3. Offer up a trade. See what black wants to do with that. Okay, so black doesn't really want to go anywhere with the knight. I mean, they just want to replace it, but that's okay. We'll play d4. This knight goes back. Rook c1, defending that pawn on c3. Okay, in that case, the king goes over, knight f4. Let's just start activating our pieces as much as we can. Castling kingside might be the move here very soon. Obviously, if they do take, we'll just take back with the e-pawn. Okay, rook g8, castle kingside. Here, black running out of time a little bit, which is definitely in our favor. We're going to take on c5, play b4, attacking the queen. Let's see. This queen's going to have to run somewhere. We'll now attack the knight. Knight e5 is played. Let's attack the knight yet again. Let's play bishop takes c5. So here, guys, I mean, my opponent only has 6 seconds on the clock, so let's put as much pressure on them as we possibly can. Knight f4. Notice how I'm not playing things that are necessarily the best, but my opponent does have 2 seconds. So yeah, why not just try to put the pressure on them as quickly as you can. 0 seconds. Second game of the books. Let's keep it rolling. Guys, crab opening chess, very fun in Bullet. h5. Let's see, we got h5, a5. Fianchetto our bishop now. I don't want that bishop to be active, so let's just not let it be. Bishop g7. Bring this knight out. e5, okay, interesting. b6. My opponent really trying to keep the heat on me here, but I'm actually okay with that. Knight f5 now. I'm attacking that pawn on f6. Here, white may be over pushing a little bit, but it is Bullet chess, right? So you can't ever get comfortable. In that case, I'm just going to castle kingside though. Knight e5 is played. I'll play knight d6, attacking the bishop, and more importantly, the pawn on f2. Check. Boom. Third game in the books. Let's keep it rolling. So let's see. Okay, let's play a4. We can now play h4. b3. Bishop e2. You know what we do out here. e3. You know, that's one nice thing about the crab too. I mean, you're not really usually going to fall into opening traps, right? Early on in the opening. Here, my opponent is trying to break through as quick as they can, but in that case, I think I'm completely fine here, just castling kingside, and okay, playing a move like d3, playing some like e4 here. bishop check is played. Knight g4 is definitely the move there for black. So here, obviously, I am in some trouble if a move like knight f2. But again, as bullet chess, you can never think that you won. You can never think that you lost. We're now attacking e5. We can play a move like queen f1, attacking that bishop. Rook d1. So here I'm up on time. I got to keep that advantage going because I am down in the position. So I got to gain an advantage somewhere else. We can just play something here like knight c3. We'll see. Captures back. That's cool. That's cool. That's fine. Do whatever you want. I'll just play knight d5 and I'll attack your queen because it looks fun. In that case, I mean, okay, let's play c3. Play queen c2. Kick that knight back. d4 is played. Okay, we'll capture back now. We can play a move like queen c4. I'm eyeing that knight. I'm not sure if I can really take advantage of it or not, but worth a try. Although now I'm seeing knight takes b6 ideas, and my opponent is running out of time. In that case, we'll play knight f4. Triple threat against that knight. Okay, bada bing. Bada boom, double check. Check. Interesting. I'll just bring the bishop back to g2. No need to play hero chess here. I mean, my opponent has 1 second on the clock, so at that point, just give up the queen. Game 4 in the books. Let's keep it rolling. And, okay. You know what we do out here. Let's play h5 and a5, g6, d6. By the way, guys, for those of you supporting the channel, big thanks to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all a ton. Let me know what other openings you like to see me play. You know, obviously I'm playing good moves and bad moves, so hopefully you're learning a little bit from both. e5, g4, interesting. So here the opponent really trying to break that game open on the king side. I'm just going to continue with knight c6 though. Throw my knight right into the action with knight d4 and play knight c5 now, attacking that bishop. Okay, I mean, you want to do that, we'll play a4. This is a nice idea in the crab as well. You can always just throw your pawn right into a square like that and cause the opponent some problems. Bishop a6. Okay, queen e7 can be played. Notice how that bishop cannot move because then I would have check. And now I just won the queen. Right, so definitely not complaining here. And you know, that's one thing too, guys. I mean, look, this is the crab opening is not about, oh my gosh, you know, why you're down 1.2 in the evaluation. Like, obviously this is not technically the right way to play, but guys, bullet chess is all about who's comfortable, right? It doesn't matter if you're up 1.2, down 1.2 in the evaluation. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but at the same time, it's all about who's comfortable. And obviously here, white was not used to just seeing a bishop on g7, which all of a sudden became the most active piece in this game, right? So I got the easy win there in a position that really wasn't that great, right? I mean, I'm not saying that I was losing there. In fact, I probably would prefer black there, but one move, game over, ball game, keep it rolling. It looks like my opponent just left, so in that case, Lichess told me that they could get a ban, so let's keep it going. No opponent. Okay, here we're just going to start off with a4. I mean, you can start off with either pawn. Usually I start off with my, you know, using the left side of the board. Bishop g7, you know, sometimes, guys, you can just play h5, right? Just play that move, and all of a sudden you got a very uneven position to work with, which is fun. d5 is played, b3, bishop b2, attacking that pawn. We'll see what black comes up with here. Knight c6 is played, d3, knight d2. G3 is now played. Let's see what white... So e4 looks tempting, but it doesn't quite work yet. e3... Knight e2. I wanted to play e4 because of bishop h3 ideas, but obviously at the moment that didn't quite work. So still doesn't. I could play knight f3 followed by knight h4. This knight on g4 is active. Let's see. We'll play e4 now. So this knight is definitely a headache, so I want to try to get rid of that as soon as I can. So yeah, let's just pin it, right? Pin the knight to the queen. I can always take on g6 whenever I'd like, so let's just keep the tension there for a little bit. Queen d2. Of course, I missed that black has bishop h6, so we may run into that. Queen there. In that case, we'll play knight f5. I'm trying to create some inequalities here. Bishop h6 is played. I got bishop a3 on my side of things. That could be played. Okay, let's just take that thing off the board. We can now continue with a move like bishop a3. At this point, I'm just trying to buy time a little bit, to be honest. Knight g1. E4 is played. We'll capture back. Bring the king over 1 square. Let's play cute. Let's play queen d2. Attacking that bishop on h6. Forcing them to think a little bit. Obviously, I can take the rook on h8 if, you know, that move is played. We do not see that, though, but I'm still going to take on h8 and then play rook e1. Here we can trade down. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to trade off queens now. And, okay. Another win in the books. Let's keep it going. See, here we are playing as white. We'll play a4 and h4, as always. b3. Bishop b2. We'll play d3. We'll play e3. So here Black going for the 3-pawn chain setup. In that case, we're just going to continue, as always, with the crab opening. We don't really care what the opponent plays. Play e5, d5, c5. We don't really care. We're going to continue with the same setup every single time. Bishop g2 can be played now. Knight g4. In that case, knight f4, attacking the bishop. We'll take towards the center of the board. And I want to play bishop h3, but obviously that pawn's going to fall if we do that right now. So let's play queen e2 first. Thinking of castling queenside. Here Black, not playing soundly, but they are playing good bullet chess, right? I mean, that's not the right way to play, but at the same time, it's bullet chess, and it's all about who's comfortable. Let's attack that knight. I want to play c3 to trap it, but obviously knight d3 could happen there. My opponent burning some time here. They take on c2. Wow. So my opponent really not messing around. Bishop b2. So at this point, I'm up material, but I'm just going to try to hang on for dear life. I want to take, but I can't. So I'm going to play rook b1. c4 is played, bishop h3. Bada boom. Let's close that thing up. b4. c3. Let's take. So now this bishop is pinned, which is definitely not what I'm wanting. Okay, Black just takes it right off. Wow. Okay, let's play a move like rook c1. Knight goes back. We'll play knight b3. I want to play knight c5 potentially. Of course, my opponent doesn't want to let me do that, so we see rook a3, rook a1 though. Here I'm up material, guys. I just got to trade down. Queen there, queen c5. I will pre-move there. I will pre-move there, pre-move there, and now I'm just winning this. Check. But I got to finish it off, right? Can't ever get comfortable in bullet. Let's just start handing some material over. Take the rook. Bada boom. Bada bing. Keep it going. d4 is played. Guys, you know what we do. Same 10 moves as always. We'll play e6 here. g6. Bishop g7. Okay, my opponent here going for the 3-pawn setup again. We'll play knight c7 now. Castling queenside. Very hyper-dynamic option for white there. Really trying to play aggressively. I would not be surprised if we start seeing something crazy soon. h3 and g4. Seems like we see this quite a bit now. In that case, let's just slide that rook over 1 square. And, okay, rook h7 is played. We got knight f6 available. g5 is played first. Okay, not a bad idea for white. Knight c6. e5. Okay, d5 is played. We'll bring the knight back. So at this point, you know, okay, let's play a move like bishop a6. Let's attack c4. I'll bring the knight back to f8. Play queen d7, right? I mean, I'm just trying to get my king the heck out of here as soon as I can. Bishop takes e5 is played. We'll now capture back. We can castle queenside. I don't really want to pre-move here, actually. Knight f4 is played. Okay, what do I do now? Okay, king b7. At this point, I'm just trying to hang on. 16 seconds from the opponent. They definitely burned some time here trying to figure out what to do against the crab, so that's definitely a plus here. I'm up 19 seconds, which in bullet chess is a big deal. Knight c8. Okay, bishop there. We'll play queen e7. We'll pre-move there. We'll do that. We'll play knight d7. I want to get my pieces as active as I can. You know, bring that knight to e5 potentially. Of course, my opponent didn't want that to happen. Knight d3 is played. They have less than a second, so let's just take on c4. Keep rolling, guys. Crab open chess. I mean, guys, the crab is hard to play, I think, especially in bullet chess, right? I mean, it's hard to crack it in general, and then on top of that, you know, bullet chess, it can just, you know, it's like how do you win against this? Oftentimes, if you push too hard, you're going to lose more than you gain, right? So here my opponent definitely taking his time. Not sure what's going on here. Looks like he's aborting, which happens sometimes on Lichess. Let's keep it rolling. New opponent. I had black, but now I have white. Okay, not going to complain. A4, have the first move. H4, B3. Fiend shadow the dark squared bishop as quickly as we can, especially when you see a move like G6. G3, bishop F5. Let's just limit the activity of that bishop right out the gate. Black's not careful here. They could actually get their bishop trapped because this bishop only has one square at the moment besides G4. Knight D2 has played E5. We'll play bishop G2. And okay, bishop C5 is played. Let's play D4. Take back with the knight. We're now attacking that bishop. We'll play knight F3 to support that knight. Here, black really wanting to break that game open, which is not what I want, so I'm not going to let that happen. Let's castle kingside. So they wanted to sack on E3, right? They had all this pressure on E3, so I got to castle kingside before I decide to capture on F5. Now I will capture on F5 and then play knight D4, eyeing the knight on E4 and the pawn on F5 and the pawn on H5 as well. Bishop takes D4 is played, attacking the queen. A5 is now played. Okay, just thank you for the pawn. Here we may see a move like knight takes G3. We do see that, and we'll bring our queen back to F3 now. Play A6. Queen takes F5 is playable, I think. We'll see. Definitely playing with fire a little bit here. Queen F3. Rook F2, defending the bishop. So obviously I'm under a ton of firepower. Let's just get the king the heck out of there. Okay, knight there, bishop F6 now, pinning that rook to the queen. So I'm definitely better here. The question is, can I hang on? So king E2, take on F7. I mean, something's going to fall here. Queen takes E6. Boom. You see it. Let's keep it rolling. Queen takes E6 with check. My opponent plays E4 up. I'm going to play H5, A5, G6. G4 can't be played quite yet because obviously if the pawn takes back, I say thank you for the rook. D6. Okay, I don't want to allow bishop takes F7 ideas, so limit the activity of that bishop right out the gate with E6. If you see a move like bishop C4, play E6. Bishop F4, play D6. Here we're going to play B6. Fiend shadow the bishop. Okay, knight there. I don't want to allow any kind of sack idea, so I'm just going to play knight F6. Followed by castling kingside. D5 is probably going to be the move here very soon. Just getting this bishop the heck out of the attacking chances. I'll now take on E4. Actually may have been a little bit of a mistake, but okay, you move on. Bishop A6, attacking the rook. We got to get that queen out of the way now. Queen C8 is played. F5, I mean, we just take back, right? So, okay, bishop there. We play C5, trying to eye some dark squares. C4 also could be a good move. Just getting rid of that bishop again to A2. Of course, it does weaken the pawn on B6, so, every time you get something in chess, guys, you also give something away. Take that knight off the board. Play bishop H6. We're getting attacked, so why not start trying to trade down? My opponent taking some time here. We're up 7 seconds on the clock. There's played, so let's just take that knight off. We'll play knight H7. Bishop is played. Let's again start to trade off. Rook D8. Queen there. Okay, so here I got to be really careful. Let's do that. Followed by that. Rook there is played. In that case, oh gosh, I'm running out of time. Okay, knight F5. It's definitely not the right move, but I didn't see anything else. I'm worried about queen E5, which we're going to see anyways. Check, boom. There, boom, boom, boom. And, okay, it looks like I lost this one. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and thank you especially to all of you engaging on Patreon. Your donations are helping the Chess Giant team create more and better chess content. If you want to learn more about the extras that you can unlock by subscribing on one of our Patreon tiers, hit up the link in the description. If you'd like to see my entire openings playlist, click that playlist to the left. If you'd like to see me just hanging out and playing some chess, click that playlist to the right. Leave a comment down below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see covered on this channel. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.